resting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
And welcome back to the Champions League and to game week number 5 of the Champions. Listing the top half, only one team is currently unbeaten in the Champions League. That is Arsenal. Find out what Arsenal will do in game week 5 when they face off in a moment. But let's see what happens in game week number 5.
Boys, if you want a discount on your energy, go and get my discount in the description. New Dan 10 at checkout. Peace.
And we're going to start with Tuesday at 3:30. I don't know why, but it's Kairad versus Olympiacos. Now, I do not know any reason why this game is being played at 3:30. It's probably something to do with Kairad's Champions League needs or time zone thingy or do because like that. In their last game, Kairad played against Copenhagen and lost in that game. And Olympiacos played against Tottenham Hotspur, against Real Madrid, and got Kylian Mbappe. Got Mbappe emphatically. And I'm going to say in this game, it's going to be a 2-0 win to Kairad. No, to Olympiacos. 2-0 win to Olympiacos. And we now move to 5:45. This is a more realistic time zone for Champions League games. Is Bayern München versus Sporting Cluj de Portugal. Now, Bayern played against Real, against Arsenal, and Leonard Carlton, the young 17-year-old, got them the goal, but they did end up on the losing side. And against a Sporting Cluj de Portugal side who played against Club Brugge and won against Club Brugge. I mean, I can see that. I mean, home advantage. But a massive squad there. Vincent Kompany has that team playing like they're playing really very well in this game. And I'm going to say it will be a 2-0 win to Bayern München. We now go to games at 8 o'clock. And starting in Italy for Atalanta v Chelsea. Now, a very youthful Chelsea team, as we know, played against, well, not youthful, but emphatic Chelsea team played against FC Barcelona and beat FC Barcelona. Yes, you're hearing that correctly. Chelsea beating FC Barcelona. And in their last game, Atalanta played in the Champions League was against Eintracht Frankfurt, and they won by 3-0 thanks to goals from Adam Luckman, Edison, and De Kellick. Not the Edison from Edison. And in this game, I can see this being Chelsea will obviously take, because they got. I mean, Chelsea fair. Chelsea kind of back of this of a defeat. Well, 2 defeats. Chelsea coming back of this against Leeds and a 1 defeat and 1 draw. I'm going to say it'll be a 1-1 draw in this game. We go to Spain and we're talking about Barcelona and Eintracht Frankfurt. It's Barca, the Eintracht Frankfurt. Now, I've literally just mentioned what happened to these two teams in this game. FC Barcelona will want to get back to winning ways again, but will their firepower, they should secure a win at home, Barca. I mean, Frankfurt could get a goal on the break. Never know. It's going to be a 3-1 victory to FC Barcelona. Now we go. We now move to Italy and to Internazionale Milano versus Liverpool. Now, Liverpool, we're going to start off with Liverpool had another Champions League defeat. This time at the hands of PSV Eindhoven. Yes, it's not going their way, is it? And and Internazionale did lose 2-1 to Atletico de Madrid in literally the last minute. But what will happen in this game? You don't know what will happen in this one. I mean, to be fair, both teams have literally come off with losses as well. Liverpool did win, though, against a team they played against in the Premier League. I mean, European pedigree, Liverpool will have the attacking edge with a narrow win of 2-1. We now head to Monaco versus Galatasaray now. Monaco, in their last Champions League affair, drew 2-2 to Paphos. And we'll get on to the Cyprian champions in a moment. But Monaco, as we know, are quite good. And they play against a Galatasaray team who Galatasaray, who lost 3. No, that's Bologlindan, not Galatasaray. Who lost 1-0 to Union Saint Galizm, thanks to a goal from David. David, I don't know who he is. Promise David. And in this game, I can only see this game going. I mean, to be fair, Monaco are good at home. Monaco have some really good players at home, and I think that they'll pinch it, Monaco, by 2-1. We now go to PSV Eindhoven versus Atletico de Madrid. Now, like I mentioned, PSV Eindhoven put 4. Yes, you put that 4 goals past Liverpool last time out, and against Atletico de Madrid team who also did lose as well in the Champions League last time out. And I think that it could potentially go the same way again here, with a win to the opponents, with a 1-0 win to Atletico de Madrid. The discipline might come into it. Now we go to North London. We head to Tottenham Hotspur versus Slavia Prague. Now, this is where you get funny. Now, Tottenham Hotspur against PSG was their last game, and it ended. PSG 5, Tottenham Hotspur 3. 3 goals from Vitinha helped them win the game. It didn't help that Luis Hernandez getting himself sent off, but, well, obviously. I mean, Tottenham scored 2 thanks to Colin Rome, who can play against in European competition because of how rested you was it, but against a Slavia Prague team who knew to Athletic Club de Bilbao. I'm going to go in this game with a Tottenham win of 2-0. They should easily control the game. We go to the last game on the Tuesday, and it is in Union Saint Gilles versus Olympique Marseille. And in this game, again, I can see it being a close game here. Both these two teams have decent pedigree when it comes to Champions League football. 2-1 Olympique Marseille. We now go to the games happening on the Wednesday. We have we have 3 massive games here. But we're going to start off with FK Karabag versus Ajax. Now, Karabag in their last game played against Napoli and lost 2-0 to Napoli, and they play against an Ajax team who lost 2-0 to Benfica. I mean, what can we say will happen in this game? Honestly, I have no idea, but I have an idea. Someone will win it, and I think it will be to go the way of Karabag. They look very dangerous this Champions League. They always look dangerous. 2-0 to FK Karabag. The last game at 5:45 for the week is Villarreal versus FC Copenhagen. And in this game, 2 evenly balanced teams. Could be a close game, especially defensive cautious with a 1-1 draw. We now move to Athletic Club de Bilbao versus Paris Saint-Germain. Like I mentioned, PSG put 5 past Tottenham Hotspur thanks to 3 goals from Vitinha. And Atletico de Madrid, Atletico Club de Bilbao, do 0-0 in their game. And I can see this game going one way here. PSG win it. PSG, question though, how many will they score? 2, 3, 4? Nobody knows. 2-0 PSG. We now move to Bayer 04 Leverkusen versus Newcastle United now. Newcastle, in their last game, they were looking good. But then they fell to a 2-1 defeat. 2 goals from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang put an end to their winning record, and against a Leverkusen side who played against Man City and beat Man City. We'll get on to that game, but Grimaldo, the captain of Barca by Leverkusen, put one past Man City, and they play another English team. This time at Leverkusen, I'm going to go with a 2-1 victory to Bayer Leverkusen. We now go to Benfica versus Napoli now. Napoli, like I mentioned, won 2-0 against a team, Karabakh, and Benfica beat Ajax. And in this game, I can see it ending up being an interesting game of 2-2. Yes, 2-2 between these two teams. Now we go to Dortmund and to Borussia Dortmund versus Bodo and Glidden now. I can only see this between that. Bodo are a decently good team. They did take Juventus right to the wire last time out. They did take them to the absolute wire. They are a very good team, Bodo. They're an exceptional team against Dortmund. I'm going to go with 2-1. Now a win to Borussia Dortmund. We now go to Club Brugge versus Arsenal, who, as it stands, sit top. They did just lose in the Premier League to Aston Villa, but that will not dampen their spirits in any way, beating Bayern München last time out, and in this game, I can only see it being a Arsenal victory of 2-0 to Arsenal. We now go to the penultimate game of the game week, and it's in Turin for Juventus versus Passos, who drew 2-2 with Monaco, and Juventus played against Bodo England, like I mentioned, won thanks to a late goal by Jonathan David. In that game, came off the bench to win it for them. And in this game, I can see it being a very close game here of 2-0 to Juventus. Now we go to the big one, and it's in Spain. It's in Madrid. It is Real Madrid versus Manchester City. Mbappe v Erling Haaland. What can we say? We'll start off with Real Madrid, who had Kylian Mbappe to thank for 4 goals against Olympiacos in Olympiacos. Now, Man City did lose 2-0 to Bayer Leverkusen. Yes, Man City did make 10 changes to that team. I mean, even that team with likes of Trafford, Ignori, Ake, Stones would still have been good enough to win any game of football, but it didn't win it. But what will happen in this game? Anything is possible. Anything can happen. It's Man City Real Madrid. This is a Champions League final potential. Well, it wasn't last year because both teams were shit last year. And I'm going to go with a close game of a 2-2 draw. And that will bring the Champions League to an end. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you lot on Wednesday for the Europa League. But until then, will Arsenal maintain their Champions League 100% record? Goodbye.